Hello, David.
Now do it.
Hello, David.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Hotly.
We should pray for better weather.
Well, if we were going to pray, I couldn't think of anywhere to go.
Heaven?
Well, isn't this a sort of non-religious society in China?
It is now, sort of, but back in the 15th century, there was a lot of praying, large quantities of temples in this city, everything for good weather, to health, to prosperity, and here, a good harvest.
In particular, at the round building you can see behind us. This building is visible all the way from the centre of town, and it's where the emperors would come from the Forbidden City in order to pray for the people.
In front of us seems to be somebody looking for a good promo for their business because they want to take a picture of us with their badge and are hovering around. So we'll try and finish so we can help promote Chinese tourism. This place is enormous. We're standing just by what is the feng shui line, the heritage line that goes all the way through the centre of Beijing, 7.5 kilometres full of sites to visit. Get some water, get a backpack and get yourself ready to go all the way down that 7.5 kilometres.
Okay, I'm about to attack Mark. He doesn't know that I'm going to film him. Hello, Mark.
Oh, hello.
Yes, indeed. Are you looking forward to your next experience in Beijing?
I think so. I feel sorry for whoever's going to take us on the experience because they've got a lot of weight to lift.
Let's leave it to the viewer to decide. Mark is currently.
Hey. Oh yeah!
Mark is currently being insulted left, right, and centre.
Yes. I don't speak Chinese. I have no idea what you're saying other than you're fat and you look like Buddha.
He's already got a hernia. Oh, hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Well, seemingly this is Rickshaw City. Hello. Hello.
Uncle.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Scared children.
Yes. Nobody say
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hey.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
We're riding on.
It's like
We're riding along in a bumpy rickshaw.
oh, poor guy. I mean, we'll show you the driver in a minute. He's really struggling. He's keeping up with the rickshaws in front, but he is sweating like anything.
I think he'll regret now laughing when he saw us get in, thinking this will be easy, even though I've got Buddha in the back with me.
No, 2 or 3 of them actually jumped into the rickshaw with to make the joke on the driver, pointing to us and shouting Buddha because we're larger than average.
I certainly am.
I'm being nice.
Well, you're like a skinny old rake, and I'm a deity.
Less of the
with-
rake and more of the skinny, please.
I'm a deity with like an enlarged belly.
Anyway, let's show you where we are as we cycle along. Sweat is literally dripping off our driver right now.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
That's not good for you.
Yes, you're smoking. I think we need to say hello to young people rather than the older ones. The younger ones,
Hello.
the ladies on bicycles like to say hello. 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 She'll say hello. Hello.
Hello.
No. See if we can get any more. Oh, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Yay, we got one.
Am I going right or left?
Oh, that way.
No, I didn't move the camera.
Oh.
Ni hao.
Ah, ni hao, ni hao.
I wish I knew how to work the air conditioner in here. It's baking again.
We've come into a traditional home here in, it's called Hutong? Hutong, which are the narrow alleys. They are one of the oldest parts of the town. It's a housing area, narrow alleys, and then you come into a courtyard. It's very peaceful, it's very quiet, it's an oasis. It's where a family would have lived.
We've been invited into a family's living room to get the real feel of one of these old houses. We've looked at some of the doors, the generals had drums outside, and you could tell the status of the family as to where they were in the courtyard, and then who was who in the family by where they were in the family house.
Right, and of course we're talking about hundreds of years ago, and this is a tradition that is kept alive today. So in fact what you can do is purchase some running shoes over there if you would like to.
Or, if you want to know what's going on in this traditional family house, you can just watch it all on television behind us.
because this is now a tourist site and there are hundreds of people sweating away with us in this very, very small area. It's actually really interesting. There are beds to see, there are cooking facilities, tables, to give you an idea of how people used to live. But in addition,
there are souvenir vending machines, hot dogs, ice creams, and anything else a family would give you for hospitality at less than 6 RMB per ice cream.
welcome to the hutong.
Mark,
Hello, David.
well, we've just tried a most disgusting food.
Called Durian, which is like jackfruit, but supposedly tastes of sewage.
Anyway, here's a quick clip of Mark trying it, and then we'll talk about the ladies behind us and men.
Wish I could dance now after that. It's really... No, actually, it wasn't that bad. I'm faking it.
There you go. Anyway, we are on the main street in Beijing called...
Wang Jifeng.
Pardon?
Wang Funji. Wang Fang.
Our Chinese isn't doing well.
Wang Jifeng, I think.
I finally learnt the term, the thank you very much, and I've already forgotten it after about 2 minutes.
Yes, yeah.
No, that's thank you.
Okay, so
It's
about all the gratitude
Thai-
you're going to get from me.
Something like Tai San Ti, but I can't remember. Anyway, Main Street, it's Saturday night, outside one of the biggest stores, which is called Bossy Den Department Store, and people are just enjoying themselves.
They are indeed. Wang Fujing, Wang Jifeng.
The name of the street?
Yeah.
Still at it.
Keep going. I'm melting, David.
It's very, very, very hot.
We are, you know, I've lost track of where we are. We're somewhere in the middle of the Forbidden City. There are some of the main central palaces in here. Behind here are some of the smaller palaces for family members. We learned a lot more about the symbolism of the animals, which aren't real animals. They're like symbolic animals from paradise. I think there are 10 of them on this central palace, which normally isn't a lucky number because 9 is the lucky number for longevity. But like with most of the meetings we've had the last week, there are lots of numbers and I lose track after about 3 or 4 minutes of numbers.
So 10 is the number for perfection, and supposedly the building behind us is the only building in China which has the 10 statues of perfection.
I think it's called the Palace of Heavenly Perfection.
Yes.
Don't quote me on that.
Something like that. We're in just, it's truly awesome in the proper non-American sense of the word awesome. This iteration that you can see behind us is about 400 years old. The original was burnt in a fire when struck by lightning, but it is truly awe-inspiring to see these buildings, to think about the size of the stones that we used to build. They were brought from about 50 miles, 80 kilometers south of here, limestone. It's an incredible feat of architecture, design, and of course engineering.
And as we go around, there are stories about artifacts and parts of this building that have been thrown away over time and rediscovered. I think there was a gold throne that was rediscovered in 1967 by a general who was doing a survey of the property. And apparently there's an Italian sofa in here too.
没有预约的、没有身份证原件的，请您原路返回。后边的游客，请您准备好预约记录和身份证原件。没有预约的、没有身份证原件的。
We are in Tiananmen Square, the world famous Tiananmen Square, the largest city square in the world.
So a tour guide just told us that at the end of the Second World War, as the friendship was really strengthening between Russia and China, and Chairman Mao saw that in Russia they had such a wonderful square at the heart of Moscow, it was decided something similar should be done here.
The square is surrounded by buildings on every side. Behind us is the gate to the Forbidden City. Ahead of us is Chairman Mao's mausoleum. To my right, God, I got my right, is the Parliament, the People's Assembly, and to the left is the National Museum. Apparently the right is also called the People's Banqueting Hall, so we know where we're going for lunch.
Okay, and then this one is the salad, and the sugar, and the sweet sauce, and this is the garlic sauce, cucumber. So, and for the sugar, usually we will take the most crispy skin, the pieces, eat with the sugar, because it will make you taste and sweet and crispy. So you can try one skin with the sugar. And for the traditional way to have the duck is to take a piece of the pancake. Okay, and actually when we eat by ourselves, and then we use hands. So never mind, we can also use hands. It will be more easy to manage. Okay, so we take a few pieces of the duck meat. Okay, and put it into the sauce. So if you like to have a little bit stronger taste, you can put a little bit more sauce. Okay, and then we can eat some cucumber. Add some cucumber here. And if you like this is spring onion, I think. Spring onions, and then if you like onions, you can also take a little bit. Okay, and then we wrap it like this, and usually we will cover at the bottom just in case the sauce comes out, and then we fold it on the other side to make it a scroll. Then this is the way to have it. Bon appetit.
自行车往东，头门左转。自行车往东，头门左转。自行车往东，头门左转。自行车往东，头门左转。
David?
Hello, Mark.
A funny thing happened to me on the way to the theatre.
What was that?
Actually, no, nothing funny happened. I just cooled down a bit in the bus on the way here.
It's been a seriously hot day. Absolutely delighted to get off our feet, and we're in for a treat.
Some Chinese folk acrobatics.
Shall we have a look?